Hey guys, so I'm filming another video today real quick. This one is about my step 1 study schedule and how I am preparing for step 1 about 2 months out from dedicated. So I start dedicated January 1st ish, around that time, and I take my test on February 15th on a Friday. I am so I don't even know how to explain the feelings of how you feel before you're about to take step 1. Nervous is one of them because this test tells you what kind of doctor you can become, basically. Excited that I'm finally here. No, I'm just kidding. That, excited is not on the list. Nervous that time flew by so fast. How's that possible? And that I am almost done with my second year of medical school, and that I'm going to be starting clinicals really, really soon, which I'm so excited for, honestly. But also, I had to tackle this big hurdle first called step 1. So for those of you guys who know or don't know, step 1 is this really big exam that you take after your first year and a half or 2 years of school, after you do all the basic science and learn everything about the body. And this test is a big deal. It's a big test. It's about 8 hours long. It's like the MCAT but worse. And so you spend about the same amount of time studying for it as you did for the MCAT, but you can't really take it twice or more than once. You kind of want to take it once and kind of really want to pass it the first time. If you do pass it, but you don't pass it with a good score, you can't retake it. So it's a big deal. So you kind of really want to know what you're doing before you take it, and of course you feel lost and you feel like you have no idea what you're doing. So that's how I feel currently, but I do have a plan that me and Corey, my boyfriend, have kind of worked out together on what we want to do. So for the next 2 months, we're going to be reviewing a lot of our resources. This week we are reviewing something called Sketchy Path, which is this really cool Sketchies is a really cool program where you have pictures and this storyline that you have to follow, and you're able to learn the pathology of the body by following it, which is super cool. It's for us visual learners. It's a way to memorize something based on what you see visually, which is super cool. I think it's very helpful, and I definitely recommend it if you are a visual learner like me. And so that's what I am watching right now, and it has pathology of the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, the brain, and everything and more. So that's what I've been working on finishing up. We also have been doing our flashcards, as you guys know, our Anki flashcards since about March, actually. So I'm almost done with Anki. Corey finishes it this week. I finish it in about 2 weeks. And then we're just going to be reviewing all the flashcards that we've ever done. So we've done about 24,000 flashcards total. I know, that sounds crazy. In the past, so March to November, 7 to 8 months of flashcards every single day, which has been kind of rough. Some days you just wake up and don't want to do them, especially when you have about 900 flashcards to review. So that's been what I've been doing this past year, just to stay on top of things, make sure I don't forget them. Of course, I've forgotten so much, but at least I have some random facts or knowledge that I can use when I do start looking back on what I'm studying. So that's been really helpful. And then starting yesterday, I've been doing the Kaplan Q-Bank, and the Kaplan Q-Bank has about, I think, 2,000 questions or more, something like that. And I'm going to be doing 40 Kaplan Q-Bank questions every day. I took my first test. I felt very discouraged because I didn't do really well on it, and I feel like I don't know anything. I'm not ready to take the test. I still have 2 months I have to remind myself. So it was kind of rough though, how much you realize you've forgotten. You're like, wow, I should know this, but I don't know this. So it was a little bit discouraging, but I know if I keep practicing, I'm going to do better and better. I'm also going to be taking all the questions that I missed and putting them into a flashcard mode so I can actually study them as well. So that's my plan. And then starting next week, I think I'm going to be reviewing Pathoma, which is another source that you can use to do pathology. And then the week after, I'm going to do Sketchy Micro. The week after that, Sketchy Farm, and then read First Aid for 2 weeks. And I think that should add up to about December-ish, and probably around the time when we will be starting to actually study for step 1. So that is my plan. It's just to try to review all the resources that I have at least once before I start studying dedicated. Dedicated means you just study straight up. So I'm going to be using UWorld when I study dedicated. I already bought the question Q-Bank. I bought the ones with the test as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And on the side, I'll be probably looking at first aid, pathoma, and sketchy to make if I don't know something, to make sure I learn it really well. And then of course the questions that I miss, I'll probably be putting them into a flashcard mode so I can try to remember them. And that is my plan so far. I hope it goes well. It's been hard to study because it hasn't hit me that, you know, I need to study, that this test is coming up and that this is the time when you do need to study. Before January, we are taking the NBME exam that kind of predicts like your score right now, like what you would get on the test. And so I hope I do pretty well in that, so I am really encouraged of all the studying I am doing before it, and that it all pays off, so then when I do start studying dedicated, I feel more confident about studying, I guess. So that is currently my plan. And right now we're going to be in a block called multi-system disease. It's basically a review of everything we've ever learned for the next, I don't know how many weeks this block is. It might be 6, it might be like 10. I don't know. I'll let you guys know when I do find out. But that's what we're doing. So we just have to go to class and kind of review what we haven't learned and what we have learned. And we have lectures like on that specifically, but we don't have any exams because they want us to be focusing on studying for step 1 and not studying for the exams. So that's really nice of them, and that's what we're supposed to be using this time for, is to study for step 1 and just start preparing ourselves. So that is currently my plan, and I just want to let you guys know what I'm doing 2 months out from step 1 and how I'm preparing so far. I have heard a lot of good advice from a lot of my friends that have actually taken the test. Erica is a third-year medical student now, and she posted a couple of videos of what she did to study for step 1 if you guys want to watch those. I'll link her in the comments below, but she's already taken it, and I'm pretty sure she killed it. I was watching one of her videos, and she was killing her practice exams, so I think she probably killed the test too. She's incredible. She's amazing. I hope I can do nearly as good as her, but we'll see. So that is what I have planned so far, and I will keep you guys updated if you guys want to follow me around on this journey. Me studying, I can do more study with me videos too, and just any other things that I might be using, I could let you guys know in upcoming videos. But I hope you guys find this first video to this series helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're doing well. Bye guys.